Every single F1 driver performs better at certain circuits, and it's no secret that the track, conditions, and overall context of a race weekend can make them do better or worse. A home race for the driver or team could show better results, or a circuit with a specific driving style, or even one pertaining to the car. But I wondered, what is each driver on the F1 grid's best track? But before we get started, if you're going to enjoy the video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out a lot. Anyways, first let's go over the criteria I'm going to be using to decide each of the drivers' best track. I want none of this to be affected by my own personal bias, so everything's going to be based purely off of statistics. The stats I'm going to be looking at are wins, podiums, pole positions, fastest laps, total points, laps led, and the driver's best results at each specific circuit. But specific standout performances are weighted more heavily, like a one-off pole position or win. Also, I won't be ranking the rookies that are new this season because there's a limited amount of races to go off of, and they haven't raced multiple races at the same circuit with the exception of sprints. First up is Max Verstappen, a 4-time world champion whose career is defined by incredible adaptability, making him very versatile at many different circuits. Verstappen's dominance across several tracks, particularly those with high-speed sections like Spielberg and Suzuka, or altitude changes like Mexico City, suggest an exceptional ability to extract maximum performance for the car in different conditions. His consistency across these metrics show not just raw speed, but also incredibly strong race management. A look at his win conversion rate from pole position, 33 for 43. It indicates a strong ability to translate qualifying pace into race victories. His race starts and effective control from the front are what helps him dominate. The versatility points to a finely tuned driving style that adapts to diverse circuit demand rather than being limited to a specific track characteristic. Verstappen has multiple wins at many circuits, with 5 in both Austria and Mexico City, and 4 in Abu Dhabi, Barcelona, Suzuka, and Imola. He also has a large amount of podiums, with 8 in Austria and Barcelona and 7 at Suzuka. But when it comes down to the pace over one lap, his most successful track in both pole positions and fastest lap is once again Austria with 5 poles and 4 fastest laps. With all of his stats leading at the Red Bull Ring, it's safe to say that is his best track to date. Going to his teammate, Yuki Tsunoda, he's yet to have a win in Formula 1, let alone a podium, so it's a bit harder to decide a circuit that is his best. Tsunoda seems to have stronger performances at tracks with high-speed sections and more technical corners, where a balanced car and precise driving are key. Most of his career is based off of performance in a midfield car, where scoring points consistently was the demonstration of his success. His highest scoring track in his career comes at Abu Dhabi. He has a total points tally of 16 at Abu Dhabi, with 12 coming from his highest ever finishing position of 4th in 2021, making it his strongest circuit. Next comes Lewis Hamilton, who's seen success at almost every F1 racetrack he's raced at, making his best track a truly challenging pick. Hamilton holds the record for most wins at a single Grand Prix, with 8 at the Hungarian Grand Prix and 9 at the British Grand Prix. This sheer number of wins alone make these two tracks stand out. Beyond wins, his dominance is also reflected in his podium finishes, with 12 podiums at Silverstone and 11 at the Hungaroring. He also boasts an impressive 8 pole positions at the Hungaroring and 7 at Silverstone, demonstrating his exceptional qualifying pace. Furthermore, he's led the most laps at Silverstone with 460 and 398 at the Hungaroring, translating his front-running starts into sustained race control. Considering the blend of outright wins, consistent podiums, pole positions, laps led, the Hungaroring edges out Silverstone slightly due to a higher number of poles and a very similar win record, making it statistically his most dominant circuit. Moving on to Ferrari's other driver, Charles Leclerc, his career highlights strong affinity for street circuits and tracks that reward raw pace. Despite Ferrari's varying performance, Leclerc has consistently shown at certain venues. His highest win number comes from the Bahrain International Circuit. He also has a notable win in Monaco, his home race. Leclerc's qualifying prowess is evident with many pole positions across many circuits, but his best result of first place in Bahrain is matched by Monaco, Australia, and Italy. When combining these factors, his consistent speed and ability to convert pole positions into wins or at least strong results points to the Bahrain International Circuit as his most statistically favorable track. Now let's talk about George Russell, who, despite having fewer years in F1, has demonstrated strong performances at tracks demanding precision and consistent pace. His career has been marked by significant progression, particularly after joining Mercedes. While he only has a couple F1 victories to his name, with the first coming at the 2022 Brazilian Grand Prix in Interlagos, that is his best result and strongest circuit. He also secured a pole position there and the fastest lap. Given the singular win and the strong metrics associated with it, Interlagos is definitely his best track. McLaren's Lando Norris has steadily climbed the ranks, become a consistent frontrunner, and while it took a while to secure his first victory, over the past 2 years he's won 6 at all different circuits. His highest number of podiums, with 4, comes from Imola. He has 2 podiums and a win at 4 circuits with Monaco, Melbourne, Miami, and Singapore, but based off of total points, Monaco would be his best circuit with 63 points over the years. His teammate Oscar Piastri, being a relatively newer face in Formula 1, has a much more limited data set, but certain tracks already stand out. He's had stronger standout performances to date, including his first F1 victory, but the strongest occurred at the 2025 Chinese Grand Prix. This circuit saw him achieve his highest points tally in a single race, and it's where he secured his first F1 pole position, along with winning the race. Although his F1 career is still young, based purely off of his most significant results in point scoring, Shanghai is currently his best track. For Carlos Sainz, his statistics paint a picture of a consistent performer, often maximizing opportunities. He's achieved 4 wins at all different tracks, but only one has he been on the podium on another occasion, the Singapore Grand Prix. This challenging street circuit has also yielded his highest points tally with 36, and a best result of first place. He also has a pole position in Singapore, reinforcing his strong performance there. While he has podiums at many tracks, the combinations of wins, points, and a pole position make Marina Bay his statistically strongest track. Esteban Ocon has shown resilience and consistency throughout his F1 career. While wins are so rare in midfield machinery, his statistics reveal tracks where he reliably delivers strong results. His sole F1 victory came at the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix, which also represents his best result. This circuit has been a consistent point-scoring venue for him, and while he hasn't amassed multiple wins or poles, the significance of a victory and consistent performance makes the Hungaroring his best track by a long shot. As for the other Frenchman on the grid, Pierre Gasly, a driver known for his raw speed and emotional performances, he is a clear standout track in his career. His only F1 victory came at the 2020 Italian Grand Prix in Monza, marking a historic win for him and AlphaTauri. While he has other strong performances, the singular nature of his victory, combined with significant points haul at this high-speed venue, solidifies Monza as his best track. For Alex Albon, he's consistently maximized the potential of his machinery. While wins and podiums have been scarce given his car's performance, his ability to score points frequently is notable. His highest points tally comes with 22 from Bahrain. This track has also seen him achieve his best result of 3rd place, which is only one of 2 F1 podiums he has to date. Given the combination of his best ever finish and the highest points scored, Bahrain stands as statistically his best track. Nico Hülkenberg, a veteran on the grid, holds the distinction of having the most F1 starts without a podium, making his best track based on consistent point scoring. His highest points tally comes with 27 points from Spa. He has consistently finished in the points at this challenging circuit, demonstrating his adaptability to high-speed nature. While he has a pole position at Interlagos from early in his career, sheer consistency in points and strong finishes at Spa is what makes it his most statistically robust circuit. Lance Stroll has shown flashes of pace and strong results in varying conditions. His standout performance, resulting in his only F1 pole position, came at the 2020 Turkish Grand Prix. While he hasn't won a race, his best result was a 2nd place in that Turkish Grand Prix, giving him 18 points in 2020. Considering his pole position and significant points haul, Istanbul Park is definitely his most statistically successful circuit. Finally, let's talk about Fernando Alonso. And his long career is filled with remarkable achievements, making his best track a choice among many strong performances. But his most dominant record in terms of victories is at the Malaysian Grand Prix, where he secured 3 wins. He also boasts 3 wins at Valencia, though that track is no longer on the calendar. Beyond wins, Sepang also features heavily in his other top statistics with a high number of podiums. Notably, he has 1 win, 1 pole, 2 fastest laps, and 5 podiums at Bahrain, but when looking at the sheer number of laps led, Barcelona stands out with 235 despite only 2 wins there. He also does have an impressive 8 podiums at the British Grand Prix in Silverstone. Considering the combination of outright wins, high podium counts, and leading laps, Sepang is statistically his strongest circuit due to the high number of wins. However, if we consider his overall consistency and leadership over a career span, tracks like Barcelona and Silverstone also highlight his prowess, even if they don't have the highest win count. But given the multiple wins at Sepang, we'll lead towards the statistically best. That wraps up our statistical deep dive into each 2025 F1 driver's best track. Let me know in the comments if any of these surprise you, or if you had a different track in mind for your favorite driver.